Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Pup. We are back with week 5 of the PPDL Little Cup Plus Draft League. This week we are taking on a Millie House, and their team is really scary. They just took over for, I think Goatlurks left, someone left, I don't know. They took over for this team. They decided not to make any changes, but even so, it's really scary. With a Yanma to start off as their basically Little Cup Plus Pokemon, which is just blazing fast at a 20 base speed for Little Cup, which is just very fast. There are very few things that get up there. They also have Alolan Grimer, which is very bulky, just hard to kill in general unless you have a really strong ground type. Luckily we do with Mudbray. They also have Trapinch, which has Arena Trap just to trap me. You know, obviously trap, it's in the name. Litten is really strong as a defensive Pokemon into my Delibird and has Intimidate, which is annoying to get by. It also offensively deals with a lot of my team really well, making stuff like Tink not very good in this game. Same with the Trapinch that does that. They have Alolan Geodude, which has good typing. It's actually very solid offensively into me, with, you know, electric, rock, and ground moves, and a rock polish set could be really detrimental to my team. Cacnea is all right in this game. It kind of gets put down by Tink, but it's a nice spike setter if they want to go with that sort of route. And they have their Terra Captain, which is Froakie, a really fast 17 base speed, I'm pretty sure, and then with Terra it's just really strong versus me. I don't know exactly what kind of Terra they would want in this game. Maybe electric to hit my Piplup if I ended up bringing that. It also could use that to one-shot my Delibird and the Finneon as well, so maybe electric looks really good into me. They also have Goomy, which is a decent defensive Pokemon with the Gooey ability. Sap Sipper doesn't make any sense here, but Gooey to slow down my offensive threats if they really want to do that. If I'm threatening a sweep. Ralts, I don't really think this Pokemon comes, but it, you know, it's just a nice fairy type, which I actually don't have the best switch-ins if they get rid of my Tink. And then they have Charcadet. I have no clue what this Pokemon does, if I'm going to be completely blunt, but it's a couple points, so I don't think it's going to be that good in this game. Starting off on my team is a Clear Amulet Delibird to get around the Intimidate, or Parting Shot from that Litten. We have Triple Axle, which basically demolishes their whole team. Drill Run is really good for the Litten. It hits the Geodude and knocks them out if they're not sturdy, and it also hits the Grimer for really good damage. If they're Terra Electric on Froakie and not Choice Scarfed, we also should be able to just deal with that. We have Ice Shard for the Yanmega, or the Yanma, I guess, if they get going with you know, potentially speed boost on that set. And then Brave Bird is just incredibly strong stab that one-shots a good chunk of their team if they don't have Eviolite investment on those Pokemon. Next, we have a Choice Scarf Finneon. It's a nice pivot into the Froakie if they're not Terra Electric, or if they don't run any real good coverage for it. And then being physically offensive is really strong in this game. With Waterfall, just basically spam Waterfall versus their team because they don't have a good resist once that Froakie tears out, besides the Goomy, which I don't think comes to this game anyways. But Bounce is also kind of solid to catch a Yanmega switch in unless they are Protect. But we have U-Turn plus Flip Turn because they both do a good amount of damage. U-Turn can just absolutely wreck a Cacnea if they want to switch into that Pokemon. We also have a Pasho Berry Mudbray making another appearance after last week. Should be able to eat one water move from Froakie, which is really important, and then probably revenge kill it with Earthquake pretty easily, or close combat. But Stealth Rocks are good in this game to limit the switch-ins of the Yanma and the Litten that are really annoying for my Delibird to deal with. And besides that, I mean, we can click Rock Slide if we want, but I'm really just here to get up rocks and potentially revenge kill that Froakie if it gets out of hand. On the other side of my team, we have a Makuhita here, which is really good with Thick Fat to make sure we get around like an ice coverage sort of Froakie if they want to click like Ice Beam or be Terra Ice, anything like that. Fake Out plus Bullet Punch is really strong into something like the Ralt. They want to bring that, but also the Yanma if that thing is getting out of hand. And it can always, you know, just revenge kill stuff pretty easily. And then we do have Drain Punch on this as well. Just, you know, very solid option to have on the Makuhita always to get our HP back. Just really bulky Pokemon that they can't really get by very easily. Next up is our Terra Flying Jangmo. This set is so we can set up in the face of a Trapinch because they can't really touch me with anything, especially if they're choice locked. But even if they have like Rock Slide, the first turn they're going to be clicking a ground move versus me, and then by that point we're already going to be Dragon Danced up and be ready to sweep their whole team. The flying coverage is also really good for the Cacnea plus the Yanma, whereas Earthquake basically hits their entire team without resist. And the Scale Shot is in case we need another speed boost because they do have a speed boost Pokemon in the back, so we can get that while knocking out a Pokemon on their team. And then our last Pokemon is a potential sweeper for this game as well, being Loaded Dice Bonsly with Rock Polish, Earthquake, Rock Blast, and Protect. Rock Blast with Loaded Dice absolutely destroys their team besides the Geodude and the Trapinch, both of which get hurt pretty hard by Earthquake. But basically we're here to sweep after that Trapinch is gone and out of the way. We do have Protect on this in case they do still have Trapinch in the back, so they can't click First Impression on us. But besides that, this Pokemon looks really, really strong into their team. And if we get a Rock Polish up, we can easily sweep them with Rock Blast. That's going to be about it for the team. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get a good battle. Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is your boy Pup. We are back with week 5 of the PPDL Little Cup Plus Draft League. This week we are playing against a Millie House, one of the new coaches in the league that just took over since we had a couple of drops. But they have a really scary team with Trapinch plus Yanma is really scary. They also have Litten, Terrafroki. They did bring the Ralts and the Goomy, which were neither of those were mons that I expected from their team here. But they still look pretty solid. Let me just pull up my calcs here really quick. I have Scarfinion, which I think is really good in this game. I'm really surprised to see no Alolan Grimer. I thought that Pokemon was really insane, and same with the Geodude. So, I mean, their team gets kind of bodied by Delibird, low-key. We're Clear Amulet, so we get past Intimidate on the Litten. We're going to lead with Finneon here. It's faster than every mon on their team, barring a Scarfer from their side. Hits really hard. We were physical with Waterfall plus Bounce. And it's actually really strong here. But good luck, have fun to my opponent. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm really surprised at the team they brought. I didn't think Goomy or Ralts were that good. I honestly didn't even look at Calyx versus Ralts, because that Pokemon, I felt like it did nothing. They're gonna try to trap me with the Trapinch. Okay. So you see Trapinch. This Pokemon with First Impression can't knock me out or anything. And we just get a really nice flip turn. If they're not Eviolite, we also could just knock them out with Waterfall. But it probably would be a roll if they're not Eviolite. I don't know, if they're not defensive at all. I'm just curious. If they have no defense, we actually do most likely knock them out with Waterfall. We'll just flip turn here, as they are going to First Impression. It does 12 damage to me, which is a lot. That's just probably like Adamant, and I didn't even see the damage that I did to it, which is fine. That's totally fine. We can always just go Delibird and click Triple Axle versus them. It's a free KO, and they don't have a good swap. We're flying. I love that. The Delibird, he's just flying. He's flapping away. All right. From that flip turn, they took a good chunk. They're chilling at like 30. Doesn't look like it's Eviolite. So Delibird, I mean, I can probably just click anything versus them. Brave Bird is really strong. I also think Drill Run is really good versus their team. I think Drill Run always knocks them out, and if they want to swap to Litten, it catches that. So I think I'm going to go for it, as they're going to Quick Attack. That's actually fun. Okay. They're going to live, but we just Ice Shard this turn. I guess I should have done that last turn. They could save it, but they don't. So I should have Ice Sharded the turn before. But it is what it is. If they want to bring in Litten now, an Eviolite version only takes like 50%. And if they're not Eviolite, they do take a lot. I guess we could have always Ice Sharded there and then just put it into a good position, or even Brave Birded. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Delibird gets on the board again. I love him just sitting there flapping his wings. That's so cute. They're gonna send out Cupcake. All right, who's Cupcake? It's gonna be the Goomy. What? Goomy? No way this thing lives. This is not the Terra Captain. Yeah, this Pokemon just gets put down. We're gonna Triple Axle. I mean, I guess they could have been Scarf. Yeah, no Gooey, because we're Clear Amulet. We gotta hit 3. Yeah, we do. Okay, Goomy just goes down, so Delibird gets another KO. They were probably just trying to slow me down there, or didn't know about Triple Axle. And I'm pretty sure that Pokemon was Eviolite. I'm pretty sure that was one of their Eviolite Pokemon, with a decent amount of HP or defense investment there, for sure. Mysterio comes out, and it's going to be that Litten. Okay, we should see Intimidate from this thing. I am gonna switch out here. I'm just gonna play it a little bit safe, and we're gonna go out to. Actually, I think Makihita works pretty well here. I don't know. What should I do here? Litten, it could Will-O-Wisp me, which would be tough for either of these Pokemon to take. What's better in this game? I mean, obviously Makihita is really solid, being our Eviolite Pokemon. We'll go out to Mudbray here. And Rocks would be really clutch to get up, to make sure I can knock out Litten pretty soon. It can never really switch in that well. Oh, they're gonna Outrage. Wow, that's a crazy press. That's a lot of damage too. And I don't have a good switch at all. Wow, that did 18 from Litten. Let me calc. I did not know that Pokemon got Outrage. They're like choice banded. Yeah, that is choice banded Outrage, like adamant banded. We should be able to, if they're max speed, max attack, then they easily live, or they easily outspeed me. Let's go for a rock here. Yeah, they're just gonna get the Outrage off. Banded Litten with Outrage is so cool. Very, very cool to see, for sure. But I think we're gonna go Bonsly here. And we can Rock Polish, be faster than everything on their team. Yeah, I mean, the Froakie might want to come out here. But we can Rock Polish and then Rock Blast. Yeah, as they're locked into Outrage. That does a good chunk to me, if I'm going to be completely honest. Wow. But we're going to get this Polish up. If we get just any damage on this Litten, then we're really good with Delibird anyways. So I'll go for Rock Blast here. Maybe they sack it, maybe they don't. Maybe I should have just attacked. Okay, but we do hit, and that's easily gonna take him out. Yeah, okay. So Bonsly looking real strong here. We're at +2 speed, so we're outrunning everything except for like Scarf Froakie, which is the only thing that I'm scared of at this point. Is Scarf Froakie, because we easily beat Yanmega or Yanma unless they're Protect Speed Boost. Which they definitely could be. Maybe they are. Or they could be Scarfed. But as of now, I outrun this thing. So if they Protect, then nope, I'm fine. I was saying I could have Rock Polished, but no, we're just going to get a nice hit off there with Rock Blast. We're loaded dice, so we're doing a lot of damage to them. Froakie, if they're not like Eviolite... Let's see. Even if they're Eviolite, there's a chance they knock them out. Depending on the investment. I don't have a grass move. I could have. Oh, we're gonna miss. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. And they're gonna surf me. Yeah, that is not what I wanted to see at all. Missing with the Bonsly. We could have had a sweep there potentially. So they get a little bit saved there. But we get to go out to Makihita here. And I think I'm just gonna click Knockoff. Because the Ralts can easily come in here. I think it probably should be their play to go out to Ralts, so that's why I'm not clicking Fake Out. They're gonna stay in Blizzard. Protean, okay. I mean, it's not gonna do too much because I have Thick Fat. And we're gonna get the knock. Big crit there. Even if not, we would have been able to follow it up with a Bullet Punch, because they were Assault Vest. Interesting. Okay. But the Ralts comes out, and this Pokemon is still scary. Let's see. They're going to trace my Thick Fat. I mean, I think I just Bullet Punch to get off like 50% on this Pokemon. And then... what? Go out to Delibird or Finneon to finish it off? I think that should be fine. Let's Bullet Punch here. Yep, we do just over 50%. They're going to Alluring Voice. Do we end up dying to that? Yes, we do. We are Eviolite, but we ended up dying. And I don't know if they're Choice Scarf or not. I guess let's check this out. Alluring Voice versus my Makihita. I think they have to be pretty invested to be able to knock that out. What about versus Delibird? How much do they do? They do up to 71%, which is 15 HP on the highest roll. That's on Timid. If they're Modest, it's still the same. It's like a 1 in 16 for them to knock me out. And I think Drill Run should be able to knock them out. Even Ice Shard is probably pretty close to it. Yeah, but we click Brave Bird because we're funny. We click Brave Bird. They're not Scarf, so it doesn't matter. We're going to take on a nice win. Definitely Delibird did a ton. I was really hoping for the Bonsly sweep. It almost happened too with the Rock Polish, but a great game to our opponent there. Really fun one. We didn't see either of the Terra types. Either of the Terra captains really didn't do anything in this game. Froakie picked up a KO and dodged a Rock Blast, I guess. But yeah, great one. I love Little Cup. It's really fast paced, but it's a really good time. And if you guys do enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.